Okay. So, screw the right side. On the left side, we have the heater controller right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this simply just turns on and off. We will then get temperature, and you can easily change between the process temperature and the set point by pushing one button. So our set point's 110, and then click back to the processing temperature. You can see it's increasing. It's getting hotter. I'll turn that off. So on the right side here also, so we have the manipulator. We call this mouse object. This is going to move the stage. So you can see as I'm moving this, it's kind of delicately moving the stage.
Oh, okay.
Movement. So this allows you to make these micro movements pretty easily.
I see.
On this mouse, we have a few functions. There's essentially the two main ones are going to be home, so it's going to move all the way back up to the top, and then when I hit the bond key, it starts the bonding process.
Okay.
So essentially, the bond is like our do key. All right.
So there's only two keys on there?
There's two more keys. One of the keys is a clamp feed, so that pushes some wire through the capillary. Because of the clamp style we have, it's directly behind the tool, so it's able to feed wire to the tool. And then there's also, we call it our mode key. And so that is going to be, so if you look on this, or you can't quite see in here, but changing the mode changes between like a step function or production. So it's either, pick first location, does all the movements, moves to the second location, and then you bond the second location. Or you can set it up to go one by one steps. So in the entire bonding process, there's about 20-25 steps. So go to height, look for touchdown, feel touchdown, apply the force, apply ultrasonic energy, move to the different points of the loop, move to the second location, and essentially it slows the process down so that you have to confirm the next movement before it does anything. So it's sort of like an R&D mode to sort of see where, in the process things are messing up.
Okay.
Because when it goes full speed, it's a little too quick to see maybe where something is messing up.
Oh. Okay.
All right, and then we also have our shuttle wheel. So there's a wheel right here. You can see as I'm moving this wheel, it's moving the selection on the screen up and down.
Okay.
And this is how we're going to basically be changing all of our parameters or making all of our selections. Is with this wheel, and then the wheel itself is also a button. So if I push the wheel, it's the selection tool.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now back a little bit. Switch to the microscope. All right.
So where do you buy those wires? I mean, yeah.
Where do I buy the wire, or where do I get the substrate?
The wire.
The bond wire, we represent Tanaka.
Oh.
Tanaka wire.
Yeah.
So we sell wire as well.
I see. You mean I have to buy the separator, right?
We can give you a spool of aluminum with this setup, but otherwise you need to buy wire. Yes, correct. Along with bonding tools. So every wire size requires a different bonding tool size.
Bonding.
So if you tell me what kind of wire you need in the bonding tool, then we can prepare a kit for you.
1 mil. 1 mil.
1 mil wedge wire. Gold, right?
Gold, yeah, gold wire, yeah.
Okay, I'll send a quote for you for that.
Oh, okay.
And that would also be with a gold tool as well.
I see. So you guys have on stock? I need to find out with my technician. I know the RF. I know we use 1 mil gold, but for the DC, I don't know whether they use a bigger one or not. So I'll find out. But which do you guys have these things in stock?
We should be able to have 1 mil gold in stock, but that's pretty common.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and this system can do up to I believe 3 mils.
I see. I see.
Yeah, so that'd be the highest size.
I see.
And it can do both the wedge bonding and the gold bonding. You just have to change the wire and change the tool.
So what kind of tool you talking about? So gold wire.
This is a wedge bonder, so we're gonna give you the wedge.
Yeah. So you see, I just dropped the bond tool into the area. Let's see if I can get this in focus. So if you see the tip of the bond tool, you can see that it kind of has some shaved edges.
Uh-huh.
And it's also the same material as the rest of the tool, right? It's like all silver.
Uh-huh.
For a gold tool, they actually bond ceramic to the tip.
Oh, okay, I got it.
So the ceramic works better with the gold. So they have all these different like kind of materials and kind of gold technologies, and the radiuses of the feet all differ depending on.
I see.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of little things involved in it, but we have some kind of like standard basics that work well together. And then if you need these finer pitches, we can always you can always buy thinner tools. So. Okay, so we call this height right here my work height or my search height. So this is essentially right above where we're going to be bonding.
Uh-huh.
So what I can do is I can use the shuttle wheel, like we talked about before, and I can actually move the head down, sort of right above the surface to maybe like a good spot.
Uh-huh.
I'll hit the bond key. All right, it bonds, it moves to a work height.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna pull.
So you actually right now manually moving those mouse stuff?
Yes, so I'm manually moving the mouse.
Okay.
Move it to the distance I want, hit the bond key again. Moves to the second bond location, and then I can use that shuttle wheel again to line it up, more exact. And then we can bond the wire.
So in case you start and stop the height difference, then does it still automatically find out those height difference, or you have to?
So what you will do is you will set the height difference.
Oh, you set the height difference in the beginning. Okay.
So right now I'm gonna push and zoom out as far as I can.
Yeah.
So this height is called the work height, where the tip is.
Uh-huh.
So this is sort of like a safety height, so that it's not gonna crash into the part.
Okay.
And then when I hit the bond key again, it's gonna move right above the surface.
Okay.
So now when it's right above the surface, I can. So this is like a set height. I've already set this height.
So you can have a two set height.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I can have the first height set, much higher.
So it's better to set a higher for the higher substrate height. Okay, I see. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a buffer height, right?
Okay.
So you want to get close to the part, but you want to make sure you're not hitting the parts or hitting other wires.
All right.
So we would then, line up where we want to bond, press bond, and so for this next bond, I'm also able to say let out more wire. So if I wanted more wire, I can use a shuttle wheel to raise to lift more wire out. And then we'll drag to the other location. And then we can see this wire is a little bit taller than the last one.
Uh-huh.
And I'm using the shuttle wheel to just fine tune, get it really close to the surface, and then bond.
Fine tune means you just.
So you can tell that we're looking at like a 45-degree angle, right? So
yeah.
When the head is, when the tip is in this location, it can be a little tough sometimes to judge where it's going to land unless you get really, really close. So once you get really, really close, it becomes real easy to tell where you're going to be bonding. So it helps with the accuracy. It's essentially what's happening. Yeah, so let me see if I can switch real quick to the webcam again. Let's see if I can show you some of these settings on the screen. There it is. Okay. Too bright, huh? Can't see that. Okay, it looks like I can kind of see the parameters. Okay, so let's go to wire parameters. Okay, so for the first the first one is this work height right here. So this is essentially the safety height we set, so that we're not going to run into anything.
Okay.
Next one is the search height. So these search heights are the heights I set right above the first one and the second one.
Which one? Taller substrate, high, little bit higher than.
So it's a larger number. Basically 1,000 is going to be the home position, and then as the values increase, the head's actually moving down.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one's like, what's it, 7,900, and then the search height's like 15,000.
Okay.
Tail length, this is how much tail is pushed out of the bond tool right before it makes a bond. So this creates the tail. So you can increase this or decrease this value depending on if you want really short tail, or if you want to play it safer and have a longer tail.
So what's the unit over the CNT?
Oh, count. So it's just
count.
It's not like a specified distance. It's sort of kind of how many turns the motor needs to let it out. And they're pretty fine. It's like about a few micron, like less than 5 micron or so is probably a count. So then we have the generic settings for first bond and second bond. So bond weight, power, and time. So these three settings together, give us a nice stick under the surface.
So how do you find that number from the bond wire, the wire?
Yes. So for wire diameter, there's generic bond weight and bond time settings. So like a rule of thumb I have is whatever the diameter is in micron of the wire, that's how many grams and that's how much time we generally start with.
Oh. Okay.
So if it's 1 mil wire, that's 25 micron. So we're at about 25 milliseconds. And this one I'm a little heavier, I'm at 40 grams, but you kind of start at 25 and go up a little bit. And then once you have those set, we basically just scale the power until it starts to stick. So we'll just kind of increase or decrease the power depending on, if we're sticking or over bonding.
Oh, that's what we need to find out by practice.
Yeah, it really depends from material to material. Depends on how thick the gold layers are. It depends, what the underlying layer is, if it's like onto ceramic or onto like, FR4 or it really depends.
And the temperature as well, right?
Temperature as well, yes.
Okay.
So those are going to be the settings for both first bond and second bond. They can have individual settings.
Okay, I see.
And then the last setting we have here is touchdown steps. This is sort of it's set to 15 micron, but essentially what this is like a overdrive into the wire, so that when we're applying the ultrasonic energy, we're applying it more to the middle of the wire than just to the surface of the wire. And then the very last setting on here is the loop height. So I am presetting how far it lifts up before I make the drag to the second loop.
Okay. So loop height, you put two different height, substrate, then that loop height defined by start substrate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So it's how far it's going to lift up off of the first bond. Correct.
Okay. From the start. Okay, I see.
So these are just so these are the generic bond settings. I mentioned earlier the mode on the manipulator. So you'll see it's kind of hard to see. You'll see in the very middle and the bottom. There's it's changing value. It's changing between step, adjust, and production. And so that's how we change from single step to just being able to push one key and it making the bond for us.
Where is that?
It's down. It's down here.
Okay. I see.
So I'm actually pushing the manipulator on the left to switch between this value. All right, so those are the bond settings. Let's go back to the main page. Machine parameters. This is going to be the loop type. So whether we want just a square loop or a reverse with kind of a knocked top, those are all possible. With wedge bonding, you typically don't need the reverse. The reverse is mainly used for ball bonding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but unless you have really, really short wires, then the reverse, or like large steps with big height differences, then the reverse can be helpful.
Yeah, we're only like a 3 mil, 4 mil, 3 mil.
Oh, okay. That's not very hard.
Yeah.
We got some speeds. So move speed, loop speed, touchdown speed. Showing us a status of our touchdown sensor. Low power, high power. So if you step up thickness of the wire, you would double the generator's power to give us more energy. And then here's the tail length again, and tear. So tear stats is really just how far it tears, just making sure that it makes a clean tear.
So what's the setup right now?
So this is the setup right now.
Oh, okay. I mean,
and these are just
tear step is right now. I cannot see over there. What's the?
Oh, it's 7. It's not, the number's not super important, but when you're actually bonding, what you'll do is you'll set it in the step mode, and when it makes the final tear move, you can watch how far it tears just to make sure that it's tearing far enough, and then it's not tearing into something else.
I see.
Yeah. So the only reason you'd like lower this is if maybe you were running into something behind it.
I see.
And then service, there's just some input outputs in here. Digital I/O, just make sure buttons are working, things of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah, version, motor test, things like that.
I see. All right. Okay.
So if you have any other,
so can you try? Can you keep this setting and then do the bond wire? See, I'm not sure. So
switch.
No. Keep that screen.
Oh, you want to watch me make a bond?
Yeah.
Okay. One more. Sorry. Keeps going to my front camera. There we go. All right. So.
All right. Okay, hold on. Can you go up that one again? Okay, so which one you push the button? Oh, the left one.
Left. I push the top right button. We call it bond.
Bond.
The bond.
We'll put the set position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, so that bond button, put that in the set position? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
think of the bond key as it's like enter or next.
Okay, okay.
So essentially, if I want to do something and if I wanted to go to the next step,
Uh-huh.
I push.
Okay, okay, okay.
And if I want to abort, I can hit home and then it'll move back
Okay,
up to the home.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
I'm pushing bond.
uh-huh.
We get to my work height. I push bond again. Now we get right above the part.
Oh, okay.
So now this is the one where I'm, just a couple hundred micron away from.
That's the setting you did on the over there, right? Which is I don't remember the exact number, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Then now we'll see right the heads.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
So that's the number you said on the screen over there.
Yeah, this setting, the second setting, the search height.
Search height.
This
Okay,
was-
search height.
I see
Okay.
right here.
Okay, search height. Okay. So you are
Okay.
right now in the search height position.
Yeah. So now that I'm in the search height, I'm going to be using the shuttle wheel on the right side
Uh-huh.
to move it up and down. And so then what I'm going to do is get it really close to the surface. I'll get it really close to the surface. When I like the height,
Uh-huh.
I'm now going to press the bond key again.
Okay.
All right. So I push the bond key.
Uh-huh.
All right. It makes the bond,
Uh-huh.
and then it raises to work height. Or sorry, it raises to what we call the loop height. So this is
Okay.
the loop height that it's just done.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I just bonded, and then it moved to loop height.
Okay.
More. Okay. So now that it's at loop height, I'm
Mm.
going to use the manipulator on the left,
Uh,
and I'm going to drag it. So I'm going
Okay.
to actually move the stage towards me so that the wire pulls backwards.
oh, okay.
Because you're always pulling the stage.
Opposite direction, huh? Okay.
So I'm going to pull the stage towards me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pull the stage towards me. Now I'm roughly kind of like over the secondary area.
Okay, okay.
So we'll take a just quick look at that. All right. Come on, camera. Okay, I'm off. All right.
Yeah, I think I know where is it. So you push the button again, then
Yeah, so if I push the button again, now it goes above the second location. There it goes. Why is it?
okay, I think I got it. And then you push the button again if you like it.
Yeah, and then if you like it, you push the button again, and then that completes it.
Oh, that completed. Okay.
My camera's being weird right now. Sorry. There we go. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So if I push one more time, I complete it. So I'll do that all one more time, just kind of like full speed.
Okay.
So press the bond key, use the shuttle wheel, get it nice and close, select location, goes to work height, I drag it, I press bond again,
Mm-hmm.
goes above the second location, I fine tune the second location, and then press bond. I then can move the stage back to another new pad, push bond, line it up, drag it, second location, enter, get it lined up, press bond. And then I'll do one more. And so this will just be, 3 wires relatively quickly. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's cool. So that's it, huh? I guess.
Yeah, for the most part. If you have any other questions or anything else you might want to see, let's see what else is on.
So you guys shipping like this, or you just disassemble some parts and then how?
So essentially, it'll be this whole base
Uh-huh.
with all bits is all containers.
Oh, that's just the set screw, huh?
That's correct.
Yeah, just a set screw. Okay, so this is the wire that you're getting, a brand new wire with this tool. I have my demo wire here that I just don't want to.
So this one has any directions to install?
The tool?
Yeah, direction is like it has a slope the other side. Huh?
No. So the there's a wedge. So it's a wedge, right? Have you wire bonded in the past? I need some scissors.
Okay, you have it?
No, I need some scissors. Break the wire. Okay. CC up.
Yeah, I need to buy the tweezer first.
Oh yeah, do you have?
All my tweezer is like.
You need scissors?
Yes, I need scissors.
Okay, all right.
Used to very good tweezer, but I ruined all the tips. Maybe cannot grab that.
Yeah, no, you need the right tools. You know,
Yeah.
it's very challenging.
So why you wanna cut it off?
Well, I just need to get the length right to feed it. So give me one sec.
Now see, we need to be careful because this is hot.
So going through that hole.
Mm-hmm. That's the first hole that's gonna go through. I just need to feed it all the way through.
So what year version is this?
What year is this?
Yeah.
This one is like 12 years old unit, something like that.
12 years old.
Yeah, 10 years old.
Well, there's probably a nameplate on the side of it.
Yeah, it's an older unit. I mean, with Windows XP.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fully functional. I mean, I think it didn't get much use.
Gosh, gotta get that better fed through there.
Did you get it through?
Nope. Try that again. There we go. It's through.
Mm-hmm.
Hung up on this though. Problem is, it keeps getting hung up. Hung up. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, let's move that heater controller out of the way.
So your heater controller, you see here, is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Careful. But you know, you just turn it on right here.
Mm. Man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's he's not 100% proficient. I mean, there are some people that, you know, when they do this like every day,
Yeah.
you know, they're much faster.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, Alex, if Alex was here, he probably would get it done.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, our main engineer will do this in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I never done this.
Our engineer will do it pretty fast. And we need to train Alexis to do this because, yeah. Yeah, he'll do it like in less than 5 minutes. Just feeding.
Maybe he uses. Okay. Now it's come out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a clamp. Now it has to feed the wedge.
So you got it? What did you push?
I pressed bond,
Oh, bond, okay.
and
Yeah, you need to set up.
let's see. I don't know if he has a program already written.
This is the axis.
It looks like nothing moves.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to change the search height. I've never done it before.
What's the working height?
But that's
Right
kind
top
of
of
top
the.
height, and now this search height should be
Oh,
much
okay.
higher. I don't know. Let's just say there.
Needs to change the machine parameters, right?
test. Here we go. Oh, we need a, yeah.
Done it with aluminum wire because you always had it preset.
Yeah, you just have to set this height, but I don't know how you have to actually move. Oh, we need to move the work height. There we go. Now we're okay.
Yeah.
So work height means safe height,
Yeah.
right? You want to move freely, move, right? Search height is the right top of the deck.
Work height.
And then the surge height is right on top of the die, you're right. So let me just...
How come it moves together?
Oh, this thing's?
No, the
Oh yeah, it moves together because we do like
Oh,
a
you
course
work-
adjustment. So first let me just see where I am in space here.
What are you setting on right now? Work height or search height?
Right now I want to set up the work height first,
Oh,
and then
okay.
the search height is just right above the die. Okay, so just
So maybe that work height is
yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna bring that down. I'm gonna shuffle the stage a little bit to get right above there. Okay, our search height maybe. Okay, that's fine. Oh. So I just buy a bond. Here, my search height here. Ah, it didn't save anything. You have to press enter each time.
Needs to save that program.
No, you just have to press the enter button each time to save a parameter. It's fine. Okay. So now I'm gonna press enter. Okay. was too low. It says touchdown.
Too low?